I'm gonna go nuts. I'm gonna go crazy. I'm clearly out of this. Cause 20-minute video, just poof, gone. Mic didn't pick up anything, even though it said it was picking up all my audio the whole time. Whatever. Anyway, I'm still alive. I'm not gonna leave YouTube anytime soon. I'm having to deal with this hunk of junk, so I'm considering it. But whatever. Freaking piece of garbage keeps... Ow! Hunk of trash. It's just terrible all the time. This audio always has to be completely bugged out, no matter what I'm doing. All the time. It's just always trash. I'll go check and see if that video, if I can divide it up into tracks or something. But I really didn't want to have to edit this video. That was the whole point. It was just supposed to be a quick little thing. Whatever. So the basis of the video was that all of this stuff in my personal life has been building up, and I didn't take a hint of it until a month and a half ago, and then I realized how desperate and dire all these situations are. And now I gotta fix all of them. I don't have a driver's license at 17 and a half years old. I don't have a driver's license. I don't have my missionary papers filled out. I don't have any medical records either. I barely have a job. I work less than 10 hours every week. And I haven't reached it. Shut up! I haven't reached anything that I said I was going to. So now I'm here, and I just have to wonder what I was doing for the past 6 months. I don't even remember what I was doing half the time, other than gym, of course. I don't even know what I was doing. I genuinely can't remember anything in particular that I've done in the past few months. The only good thing that has come out of the past couple of months is that my family's now going back to church. So that's great. And that by itself is amazing. But that doesn't fix me not having a driver's license. That doesn't fix me being poor yet. I haven't tried to put work to all these things, because I've been doing a bunch of productive procrastination, probably. I've probably been watching videos that are half useful. Doing little things that are hardly of any use at all. That's probably what I've been doing the whole time. That's probably it. I've probably been sitting in my room, looking at my computer, trying to discover things or something or other about things that didn't matter. Or I've been trying to watch videos to speed up my eating speed, even though that slows it down. So yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, I've mostly been wasting my time. All of my PRs have gone up. I have a 205 bench, which is 20 pounds away from the goal. My squat hasn't moved up basically at all, because for 3 weeks after January 17th, just all this build-up finally hit my physical health, and I was down and out for 3 weeks straight. I had a kink in my neck or something. I just looked over here like this, and something popped over here, and then I couldn't move my neck that way for a whole week. So that was an injury that I had to sit there and recover from. And then I had an influenza type thing the week after. It struck, all of these things struck on a Tuesday every time. All of that. And it never struck in a way that could make me not do anything else either. So I kept going to work and everything, because I would always mostly recover from the thing by the time I would be going to work. And then after the bout of sickness, I thought it was finally done. And then one of my lymph nodes swole up too. Swell. It got large. And then I had a mass in my neck. So all that stuff finally struck my physical health, and that's when I realized that something was off. That's when I realized that everything was terrible and horrible and not good. Because now I realize that I'm 17, and like I've always had this mentality that I've figured all this stuff out by now. Like, I'm not gonna waste my time on social media. I'm gonna do all this cool stuff. But I'm not doing anything with the free time either. I'm just watching, like, history videos. I love learning about history. But I'm not going anywhere. There's a big path to nowhere that I've been taking for the past 6 months. I would argue for probably my entire life. The first time that I started doing anything productive is when I started first watching Hamza, and I started getting into self-improvement in the first place. When I started going to the gym. When I actually, like, brute forced and just started recording here. Even though I'm still not very natural on camera yet. And like, I'm 17 and a half years old. I'm about to become an adult. I'm less than 2 months away from the senior's last day. I'm a little over 2 months away from senior's graduation day. And I have absolutely nothing to show. I have not even tried to be that productive. The only thing that's been productive is on the health side, which was the whole point. I wanted to prioritize my health. But it should already be done by now. I should already have been able to swap over. I should be able to swap over by the time summer rolls around, so that way I can do a couple months of just like logging in and making a bunch of videos for this channel. So that way, at least the channel will have a video like once every 3-4 months or so. So that way, hopefully it wouldn't get shadow banned. And I've just been doing nothing. I made a whole like 16-minute video before I realized my mic wasn't working. And just poof, gone. And it was all just like a bunch of excuses. And now I'm realizing that it was nothing. Everything other than the health aspect and focusing on my relationship with God, everything else has been nothing. Very little progress on the driver's license. I have maybe 15 hours of driving in and 0 nighttime hours. I haven't done most of anything. I'm almost on the way of getting my papers, but I need that driver's license. That was the big thing that made me realize how much I needed it. Other than the fact that, I have to drive as an adult. Can't always be catching rides with everyone. That's just not sustainable. I don't have any real income. I'm making like $50 a week on average. And it's not where I'm working at's fault. They're only open 4 days a week. So to schedule me for any more than like 1 or 2 of those days wouldn't make any sense anyway. From a business standpoint. I just don't have anything to show for my absence. I've been gone for 3 months. And things aren't like a lot better. The only thing I can for certain say is better is that porn is finally gone. For good. Once and for all. That journey, I'm gonna make a really big Goliath of a video on porn. And then that's it for my porn journey. I'm going to document everything that I've learned about porn, all the bad stuff, the fact that there is nothing good. And I'm gonna try and take you through what I did to finally end it all. But that's like all I have to show, is that hitting this rock bottom has made me springboard out of the pitfall of porn. And that's it. it's really been just a whole lot of realizing that most of the minutes that I've been dedicating towards one thing or another have been wastes of time. I'm just going to put it bluntly. I've been wasting hours of my life on nothing. It wouldn't be so bad if I was actually doing the health thing correctly. Like, I'm not doing the mental health thing correctly. Every morning, like, I hardly have the time to even get up and do all the stuff to get ready for school and then come back here and meditate or journal or whatever. I hardly even have the time for that. And then at nighttime, everything is just so loud and obnoxious that I just don't do it anyway. Even though that's the point of meditation, you're supposed to be able to focus when there's a bunch of noise, but whatever. That's the whole point. So, but I want to try and keep all of that stuff to the morning. I want to keep all this mental health stuff in the morning so that I can make sure whenever I go on the mission, I'm a morning person. That's been the whole point. But then I wake up at 5 and I go to school at 7:30 and I somehow don't have time for all of it. Why? Because I sit on the freaking toilet for an hour doing nothing. I've also been wasting my time listening to music in the morning as to sort of like wake me up or anything. But no, it doesn't do that either. The cold shower does that more than fine enough. I don't need anything else to wake me up in the morning. So, starting today, I'm gonna really refine everything. Again, I'm sorry that I've been gone. You're the only person that watches this probably is gonna get like 3 views. Especially since it's not gonna be edited or anything. But I am trying. Now. I thought I was trying before. The problem is that whenever you think you're trying, you can always put in more effort. The question that should be asked is whether or not the effort is worth it. And I honestly don't think not putting in the effort is worth it. I have nothing to show for these past few months. Because I've just been like half doing everything. And now it's a problem. And now I have to deal with it. So, for sure, things have to change. It's about as much as I know for sure anymore. But, I only really know 2 things for sure right now. Is that God is real, and I can't abandon that. That principle has to stick. Like, because every time it started to slide away is when I would fall into a pit again. And that things need to change. These are the times, like, from today all the way up until like 25. That's the make it or break it line. And I can't imagine a future where I don't make it. Whether or not that means all of my friend groups will shatter into pieces because I won't talk to anyone for months at a time, or whether or not I can keep everything that I've got and go down a successful road, I don't know. But I have to do whatever it is to take it, to be able to get it. If I had the choice between like having no friends throughout the school day and being successful and starting actually ramping up the success and being not even like a Hollywood type most popular kid, like being chill with everyone and having a great time throughout the entire school day and still being at where I am, I would take first. I would take the first. Like, making actual progress on this has been the biggest problem because I'll be honest, I haven't been confident in the fact that I even can make progress on the specific channel that I'm doing. Like, a specific channel is built on the personal brand rather than the whole everything else. Mostly because I don't see myself as a very interesting person, because I know most of everything about myself. Well, from from an action standpoint, from a past standpoint. Obviously, on like a philosophical and spiritual level, you can really never know everything about yourself during this life. But, I've just never seen myself as a very interesting person. I think that's also part of the problem why I have such a problem being outgoing. Being an outgoing person, like trying to make new friends and everything. I just don't see myself as very special in any way, I guess. Like, I'm special in the figurative sense. Yeah, I have autism, allegedly. I was diagnosed when I was 3. But literally, I don't see any reason why I deserve anything more than anyone else around me does. Again, other than the fact that I'm on this whole self-improvement journey in the first place, which I realize is kind of part of the problem. The whole self-improvement sphere has a real pride circle around it. I think that's probably why it's dogged on so much. Honestly, if everyone in this space was a bit more humble, it probably wouldn't be as big of a problem. Looking at you, Hamza. But anyway, the whole thing is, I've got to continue to work mostly behind the scenes. So you probably won't see me any more than once every other week. That's like maximum capacity of what I will be doing. But expect it to be way less frequent than that. So I'm still here. I'm still alive. I've wasted a lot of time doing nothing. But now, hopefully, I can come back and make everything right. Eventually. But I'll have to see. I'll have to see where it takes me, I just gotta start doing everything the right way. 'Cause I haven't done that for a while. It's been a real long time. I think it was June of 23, the last time that I went into an upload frenzy. Really got a lot done during that summer. Hopefully I can repeat it upcoming in May.